Welcome to Attican Plays Farm Manager 2021. All right, hi, this is Attican and welcome to Series 1, Episode 3 of Farm Manager 2021. Now, what you're looking at right here is the screen that comes up when you're in the middle of a scenario. You've either saved it and you've loaded the save file, or you've hit continue as you keep playing it. You go out and come back. This is the screen you get, and it kind of shows you what it is you're working on, which is the harvest scenario for in our case. And I'm sharing this with you just so you can see how the screen looks, but also because it's a good summary of what we have to get done. The scenario is to create these 5 grains in large. Produce these grains in large quantities, and we've already finished barley and oats in our first year, and we've got 3 more to go: rye, sorghum, and wheat. So let's go on into the game here, and we can see, I'll hit pause, and we can see that we've got those fields planted out here. We got those done last year in 2021. We got them plowed and cultivated and fertilized, and they're all set. See, this field is fertilized and it's ready for now. When we get to spring, when we get out of the winter time and we get to spring, we will be able to see what comes next in terms of those fields. And these are the 2 that we've already finished off: the oats and the was it barley? I think, yeah, barley. The barley and the oats. So we've got a pretty good deal going here, and we're making a fair amount of milk. Let me let this run. I always run it on fast forward because it's just too slow otherwise. But if we look, we're making a fair amount of milk. But we've got a problem right here. It's interesting. We've got a problem here. It says it doesn't have any milk. Well, we're making lots of milk, but here's the problem. We're trying to do cow's milk into cheese, and we're actually making bio milk, or the organic milk. So I'm going to change this to the bio milk formula, and now see the problem goes away instantly. And we let it run a little bit, let the warehouse gather up some stuff. We should start seeing this bio milk coming into this plant. There it comes. There we go. Now we got production, and the milk will be flowing. So what's going to happen now? So I really goofed that up. We've got bio milk coming in, and we'll watch I'm sorry, I'm probably just going to start calling them bio milk, bio corn, whatever. But the organic milk is being produced by our cows here and coming into this factory. So now we should be making the cheese, and we'll be able to sell that cheese. And I think what we'll do here, I'd kind of like to track this a little bit. We know those are working. Let's bring up this what is it? The cheese. This guy. Let's track that. Oh, and we need to let me check our trade orders. Let's see if we've got anything for cheese. We don't. So we need to be able to sell that. So let's add a trade item. Let's look for cheese and sell this bio milk cheese. If you got any, sell it over 0. Okay, good. So we should see this go up, and then each time we go off to sell, we should see it go down. And what have we got? Oh, we're short 1 staff right here, and we've got a little space right here. We can throw 1 more person in. So let's hire a manufacturing person. Here's a great one because he's got the endurance as well, and he's cheaper than her, so he's really good. So we'll take Ezra here, and we'll assign Ezra to this, and we're going to make sure he's maxed out. So we'll max out his manufacturing, max out his endurance. He'll be a great, effective worker, and he'll work extra because he'll recover his strength faster. So he will be excellent. Okay, so there we go. Now we should see this really rocking and rolling. We should have really good production for this bio cheese. There, we can see we've got some in here, and we'll watch it. It'll go back to 0 as soon as we go to the market. There we go. Okay, so that's all working beautifully. So now we're making the cheese. We're making a profit. We're still, he's got 1,400 in his inventory. If we look at this, look at this. There's tons of milk still in the warehouse for each of these sheds. In other words, when it says warehouse here, it's just talking about what's in that shed. Okay, so we got a lot of milk here, and we could be producing it. We could be selling the milk, which is fine, or we could sell the products. Let's do a little. Let's look into the tycoon aspects of the game a little bit, and take a look at our pricing. So let's go over here to the sell, and let's say, what would it be if we were going to sell? And unfortunately, you can't really look at these things unless you've actually got them to sell, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna run this until this cheese, till we have some cheese. Right there we go. We've got some now. I'm going to go in to the go to the market and go to sell, and the cheese. The cheese sells for 24 a kilogram. And then if we look at our milk, the milk sells for 4 a liter. Oh boy, great. Put more units of measure in there and get me totally confused. All right. All right. So we'll round this. So we'll call it $4 a liter for the milk. And I'm making notes because I'm going to go off to another screen. And if we go to the cheese, it is $24 a kilogram. Okay. Well, now if we look at our factory, the factory takes 250 liters of milk and converts it to 140 kilograms of cheese. So you get about, let's just call it half. So our $4 per liter milk turns into 24 per kilogram, and you get about half, so it's about 12. So we can turn, the way I'm looking at it, we can turn $4 worth of this into $12 worth of this. So it's absolutely worth doing. Now, of course, we're picking up a lot of expense, $1,000 a month expense for running this factory, plus the factory workers. So does it really help your budget? I have to do a little more research on that, but it certainly seems like it should be. You should be doing value add here and making a lot more money, absolutely. So that being said, and noticing that we've got plenty of milk here in these that we're not even using anywhere, we can't even move it fast enough, which means maybe we could even use more logistics. But I think what we're going to do is put in another production facility. We'll put it right here, and we're going to need, we're going to need a house. So let's put a house right here. Okay, now I'm going to recruit, try to get at least 4 manufacturing people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Oh, I could get 8. Yes, we're going to do it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, beautiful. Okay, so we just hired 8 manufacturing people. So we're going to put another one of these in, because we got a lot of milk that's just sitting in these, and we're not moving them out fast enough. So if we put these facilities in, their vehicles will go out and grab some of that for us. Training is finished. Okay, now let's look at our training. Now, we have an interesting thing here. Notice if we go down here, here, staff management training allows you to hire up to 150. So there's a limit on how many staff we can have. I don't know what that first limit is. If anybody knows, put it in the comments for us. But let's see here. 150, 300, 500. I don't know. I can make a guess that it's like 75. That would make sense. How many employees do we have? Well, let's see. I don't know. I don't know how many there are here. But there's quite a few. So I don't know if we're coming close to our limit or what. But you know what? If we've got the training here, let's go for it. Let's let's go to training and go down here to the staffing. It's only 7 days, so we'll get the ability to have more staff. So what's happening is we're growing our farm now. We're doing more and more work, and we need to be able to staff a lot of people. Okay, this one we can now make our assignment. So we're going to assign, and we have to be careful here because remember these our machine people are kind of floaters, so we have to be careful not to use them. We want to keep them on the fields. So these manufacturing types are the ones we want. 3, 4. Okay, and we're going to bump them all up to max. Oh, he's endurance too. Another good one. He'll work extra hard. Okay. Okay, so we got this one fully done. Now what we're going to do with it, we're making this cheese, so let's find our next bio product, which will be this yellow cow cheese, organic. We're going to make that, and we'll put in a sell order so that when we make that cow cheese, we can sell it. Okay, now I'll put it up here. We can, since we're playing with it, we'll track this. There we go. We'll track that. And once this one is ready, we'll there we go. It's now at a point where we can do this. So we're going to change the production on this, and we'll go for the third available product, which is butter. So we're going to make organic butter in that plant, and we're going to assign the rest of our manufacturing people. Him, her, there we go. Go max out their manufacturing skills. All right, and we need power up there. So let's put power, put it up here like this. Run it down and connect it to that. There we go. So now we can, let's track the butter too. And just to watch it go. And we'll need a sales order for that. So we'll go into trade and we'll do, whoops. That just means we don't have one. We'll add trade item. We'll search for butter. And we'll add that bionic butter, the bio butter, and we'll sell it when it's over 0. So we should see these 3 go up, and then every time we hit a sell cycle, it should go down. And you can see we still have milk in excess. So this one here should start getting butter into its, here we go. Now it's starting to load up with I said butter, I meant milk. It's starting to get the organic milk. This one here is getting organic milk. This one is getting organic milk, and we still have excess milk. So now we're selling milk, 2 types of cheese, and butter out of this little setup. So that's pretty nice. So where does that put us in the grand scheme of things money-wise? Right now our estimated budget's $800,000 a month. Yearly about 10 million. Okay, so we're doing okay. We got our fields ready as soon as the winter's over. Now we've got this this guy is picking up the straw, and it takes he's taking extra trips. He's going over there with it. So I think what we're going to do, since we know we're going to make straw here and here, probably these as well, let's put an extra barn out here to help them out. So let's turn it around like this. Okay, so we'll put that barn here. That way this any harvesting we do of straw can go straight to the barn here. See, now he's going all the way over to this one and dropping it off. But now that this one's done, he'll start using it. And our training is done. So we've improved our head count. Now we can do 150 employees. Let's reduce our bills. Okay. Now we could look at, I could just let this run. We're done, right? We really are. We've got this nailed because these 3 fields are going to produce so much. And why don't we just keep playing? So we got this beautiful thing going here with milk, two cheeses and butter. We've got the eggs and the chicken meat here, beautiful. We've got a couple of mills going, making oatmeal and I think it's rye flour. Yes, rye flour. Now we're going to have, what is this one? This is, that's rye. What's this one? Oat. What's this one? Barley. Now I don't know if we can do anything with barley. Wheat, rye, corn, oats. No, these are poppies. Yeah, we can't. I don't know what we would do with the barley just yet. So we'll just sell it. I think we already set that up, didn't we? To sell the barley. Yes, we're selling all our barley, so that's fine. It'll just be a money crop for us. But we're about to grow wheat, and we know we could certainly put another mill in here and make wheat flour and sell that as a value add. Well, what would keep us from doing that? Well, the only thing would be head count. I would like to know if we have these maxed out. This one's maxed out. I'm gonna go, this is a little boring, but I'm gonna go through each of these and make sure we're running 8 out of 8 on our houses. Because to me, the optimization of this game, one of the simplest and most important ones is to make sure that your worker houses have 8 people in them and they're all doing something useful. They're not just sitting there. So we've got a house here. Yeah, so right now it looks like we're maxed out. We've got 68. That doesn't make sense. If we have 68, there's a room here. Somewhere, one of these houses is not full. Because this should be a multiple of 8. This should be 72 or 64. So where is this house that isn't maxed out? I don't know. Oh, maybe this one. Yeah, here we go. We've got a house right here that only has 4 slots available. So if we wanted to optimize, we would want them to be doing something useful. Well, what could we do? One thing we could do is just, have more chickens. Do we want to do that, or we want to do something else? Yeah, why don't we? Let's just throw a couple more chickens in here, because again, it's a waste to be paying $55 a month for that house and not have 8 people in here producing for you. So let's make a couple more. We can put them right here. They'd be very close to the storage, close to their home. Okay, good. So we'll just put in a couple more chicken coops, the medium ones. All right. I tell you what, I think I'm gonna put them right up here. I think they fit better up here. We'll put 2 like that. Oh, and we'll hire farm people here, animal people. Only got 1. We'll have to wait another day and hire another. Okay, let's see. Can we hire another? She's a great one. She's okay. And we want 1 more, so we'll have to wait yet another day. Okay, so here we could order the chickens, but why don't we just to be doing something different? Let's move 10 chicken out of this one and put them in that 13. And in 13, we'll want to now say, go ahead and get your organic food, and we'll assign a couple of people to that one. And make sure they know what they're doing. And I'm gonna wait till I have 1 more staff. Well, we could do this. We could do, wait a minute, that one. You have to be careful which one of these you're actually clicking when you're going across them like this. We're going to assign her and bump her up. So we can go ahead and this one we'll do the other way. We'll just buy the chickens. And set it up to take the right food. So remember, when you do these, get your staff, get your animals and your staff, and make sure you get your food set, and you're good. If you do all 3 of those things, you're good. Now we need 1 more person, so we'll wait till 2-4. There we go, and let's see if we can hire 1 more animal. Oh, here we go. Excellent. We'll hire that guy, and we'll put him on this and train him up. And now we've got 72 and 3 unassigned, which just seems weird to me. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, I see why it's an odd number. We've got Nia here working on silage, remember? And I just see something else about her. We've got her 4 out of 5 on endurance. We'll make her a 5. We'll train her up a little bit, let her do some push-ups, and now she'll do a better job making silage for us. And we've got our 3 folks that are doing yeoman's work, doing all these fields. So because of the automation with the tractors, 3 people can do a ton of work. Okay, now what do we want to do next? Okay, we've bumped up our dairy business. We bumped up this. Oh, see, these are all working now. Let's run it and let them. We'll see a sales cycle. There we go. So we got it all set up right. It's working. It's selling this. We still have more milk, I think. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. We've got a ton more milk. I mean, we could. Geez, Pete, we could we could have another factory if we wanted to, a redundant factory, making more the product and selling even more of it. What's our budget look like now? Estimated budget monthly is $833. Now that varies a lot. That is an estimate and depends on when you catch it, and but it gives you a general idea. Okay, the other thing we could do is again, we're making a lot of grain. Why wouldn't we want to value add it into mills and make more? So I would think we would want a wheat. Don't you think we would want a wheat? And the other thing I want to do is expand out here and do some more farming. We now have more space than we used to have, right? Because we bought this and we're not taking full advantage of it. We've got our tractors and stuff. Why don't we do that? So I think what I want to do is first of all, let's put a mill in to do wheat, and we'll make some wheat flour. That we know we can make. We're making the rye and the oatmeal. Let's do wheat, and we could just put it. I mean, we could put it here, or we could move it over here near the wheat field. It doesn't matter. It makes no difference. Once the wheat goes into a silo, it'll be available over here for this side too. Yeah, let's just put it over here. Let's put a no. Take it back. It does matter in this respect. I also want to do some more staffing over here because we're going to expand our farming. So it would make more sense to build a house over this way. And we have to look at the range of the houses. So the house has a working range too. See the blue? So if we build a house over here, we're going to be limited as to what we can do with it. I mean, we can think of things to do, of course. But if we put one over here, then we can start getting coverage of, say, our borders over here. We could start covering a house in here. Now, if we look at our range, it would cover the new land. Plus, if you look over there to look over here, it will cover the machinery. So we could put machine people in a house right here, and they would be able to work farms out in this area. So let's do that. And then we can also use that same house if we want, or build more houses, and we can put in another mill like this. Maybe that looks good. And that's going to make wheat flour. They can live in that house, and we'll want to give them an easy way to put their product out. I think their product goes into a warehouse, doesn't it? The flours. No, it doesn't seem to. It doesn't go in a barn. It wouldn't go in there. That doesn't make sense. Oh no, there it is. It does. It goes in a warehouse. So we're going to want a warehouse near this. So I think we're going to put one right across the street. So what you want to do when you're setting up any kind of thing like this is kind of think of it as a little module, and you want to think about inputs and outputs. So this guy's input is going to be the wheat that we're growing. Well, that's going to come from here, so it's close by. The other input for him are the workers. The workers are an input. So the workers will come from here, close by. So our inputs are close by, and the output that he makes would go right here to this, which would be close by. So this thing will be able to run very efficiently. So if you just think of your inputs and outputs for whatever you're setting up, then you can make an efficient system. And we need power. All these are already covered, so we just need to extend our power out this way, and let's move it out along the road like this, I think. And now we can recruit. First thing we want will be manufacturing people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, beautiful. So your warehouse system, this is kind of like if any of you played Anno. Your warehouse system, they just sort of, everything is everywhere. Because we just built that, and it's got chicken eggs in it. Well, look over here. So they just sort of magically appear. So you can take advantage of that by making sure you put these things close by and make these. What we want is we want this mill to be very efficient. We want it to get wheat. We want it to run. And speaking of that, let's go into our trade, set up a trade order. Do we have anything on wheat? We do not. Okay, so we're going to add a trade item, and this is going to be regular wheat because that's what we're building, or we're going to be producing it. But what we want to do, we're going to say buy 1,000. If you're down below 1,000, buy more. Okay, but then we're going to be creating it, so we don't want to have an excess. So let's say 40,000. If you have 40,000, sell it off. So if we start overproducing from our fields, we won't be having too much in our storage and clog up our storage so that other things wouldn't work. So that'll take care of our wheat. And then we're going to add another item because we're going to be making wheat flour. So we go to wheat and we go here to wheat flour, and we're going to say if you have any wheat flour, by all means sell it, and we can track it up here just to make sure it's working. Wheat flour, and go. Now what's this saying? What's its problems? No road connection. How could that be? I don't get the road. Unless the road isn't back here, is it? Did I build it backwards? Oh, it is. It is. This is the road opening, so there, that took care of that. Now it needs people, of course. And we're going to make wheat flour, that's correct. And let's get our people here, and let's make sure we don't take our machine operators. Let's get our manufacturing folks. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we should have a very nice wheat business going here. As soon as it can go out and grab the wheat that we're buying, you'll probably have to wait on a sales cycle. There we go. So we bought some wheat. It's going to start loading it up into its warehouse. We're producing the wheat flour, and let's just see now. Now we're buying wheat, selling wheat flour. So again, let's look at not to beat a dead horse, but let's look at the money situation. So this thing takes 200 wheat and makes 100 wheat flour. So kind of a half. So if we go into our trading and we go to sell, if we wanted to, well, first of all, let's look at what does it cost to buy wheat. Just to buy this wheat cost us, let's call it two per unit. So 2 per unit to buy it, all right? But when we sell the flour, have we made any? We're gonna have to make, I really wish you could just look at the prices. There may be a place to look for prices. I don't know how to do it. I've tried. If you click on this, nothing happens. Does anybody know how you can look at a price list? There, now we've got some. So now we can go in and sell our flour. So now we can sell it for 11 a unit. And we bought the wheat for 2 a unit, but it converts at a half. So this 11 in effect is 10. So we're taking $2 worth of purchase and turned it into half of that, about $5.50 worth of sales. So that's a good deal. Anytime you can, when you got money like this, we could build any kind of factory we wanted now and just buy whatever it needs and then sell it, and we would be making money on it. We absolutely would. And then, of course, you could make even more money if you're actually producing the good yourself. But you could conceivably just run a farm, which really wouldn't be a farm. It would be more like a factory. You'd be kind of Roger from Railway Empire. You would be just buying the product you need to make, and then you'd be selling it. Okay, so this guy's going to do just fine. He's going to make wheat for us, and we're going to make good money on that wheat and the wheat flour rather. And then as I said, when we start bringing it in, then we'll do even better. And I'm sorry, I think I just did this and I'm not sure. I want to see, what are our orders on wheat? Flour, oh yeah, it's perfect. We're going to buy it. We're going to make sure we have some, and we'll sell it if we get a whole lot. Okay. All right, so that's cool. Now, the other thing we can do, and we can start training because we don't have any training going. Let's see. Ooh, rate of production. Now we've got some factories going now. Let's improve their production so that they're going to produce even more. So we get 10% more production out of these facilities that we've got going. I think that rate of production is just for the factories, but it could, if it's for everything, then that's an incredible gain. 10% more production on everything you do. How good could that be? All right, so that's all cool. Which, I mean, boy, this is going money printing operation here. So, what's our estimated budget now? 900. See, I don't really think it's gone up. 11 million. That's pretty good. All right. All right. So we're doing the 1, 2, 3. What else are we making? We've got the rye going, oats. We're selling the barley. What's the fourth one? Sorghum. I don't think there's anything we can do with the sorghum per se, except we can go in here for a trade order. We don't have anything set up for it, so we can add an item for sorghum. Oh wait, what's this? For sorghum, and we'll just sell our sorghum when we make it. Okay. Now what about, well, anyway, sorry. I got a little random thought. I want to go, something else I want to go investigate. But I don't want to talk about it here until I know what I'm talking about. All right, run. Okay, so we could contemplate, we've got 88 days left in our training. We could at this point just blow through winter, but we got a bunch of money. Let's invest it. Let's do some more. Let's play some more. So, and again, we've got a house here that's not optimized because we're only using 4 of the slots. Now, what could we do with that? Well, we could make honey, right? We could set up some honey industries. We could set up 4 of those and put them near some of this. Well, we really need, there's 2 things you really need for the honey. Besides just making regular honey, you can make, there's buckwheat honey, and there's, I cannot think of the other grain. There's another grain that you can make. Anyway, Colax, or gosh, I'm not a farmer, obviously. I don't know. Whatever it is. Oh, look, sorghum's actually sells at a bonus. Good. Now, I think I'd like to do this. Let's say, okay, over here, when we feed these guys, we're feeding them this organic oats, the organic oats and the organic corn, right? So why don't we grow corn? Why don't we go, no. Why don't we learn how to play? Let's go this. Let's grab a field. Let's put in, it's winter time. It's a little hard to see what's going on. Right there. All right, so let's set up organic corn. And we do want an irrigation system. And we can see the 7-meter corn reaper is the one thing that's kind of new to us. We could probably get one of those. Now, and keep in mind, this house is set up so that it's in range of the tractors and stuff. So it's not going to be perfectly efficient because they're going to have to walk here to get to the tractor. But and it's in range of this field, so it will service this field. Now, also, anybody we put in here would also work on these fields as well. And then the only one that's kind of, these two are out of this house's range, but this house covers these two plus overlaps with these. So should be good, should be good. So we need some farmers in here. We need let's put a couple of people. They work shifts, so let's put a couple of people. Let's hire a couple of people who are good with machines. There's only one available right now. So we're going to bump her up to a 5. I'm going to turn off manual work, although it doesn't matter. Again, I don't know if I covered this or not. We haven't really dealt with that much. We haven't got any seasonal workers. We don't have any orchards. We don't have any fruit that have to be picked by hand. So we're not messing with that. But you know, if we keep going with the series, I think we probably will. We'll get into that a little bit. But anyway, we've got Maya here who can work on this, and we'd love to get her a friend. So let's get her one more. I think the date just changed, didn't it? Machines? No, maybe not. Let's run it ahead one more day and see if we get another applicant. It does seem to reset each day, so it's 2:20. We go to machines. Here we go. We'll get Scarlett. Hire Scarlett, and we're going to bump her up to a 5. And those two can work on that. And we want to give them more to do. So we got there. We've got our bio corn that we're going to do, and it's winter time now, so we can't, we can't do anything here in the frozen ground. So let's put in a field of, let's see, what else can we get? Let's get some the bio oats. Let's do some organic oats, and we can do a field. Actually, you know what? We can just, let's just put it right here. Let's just go make as big a one as we can get up through here. Okay, so this one is going to get irrigation. It's going to be oat and manure, and again, nothing. We've got everything that they need. The trailer with water, since we're irrigating it, we don't need that. So that should be good. And then what else can we do? We've got a little more space here. Let's put in, and let's deal with the order on the oats. Trade. Now we know we're already buying them, so that's cool. But what we probably could do is, again, if it gets really big, and it won't, but we could do, like, if you get over like 40,000 of the oats, of the bio oats, you can sell them and clear our warehouse a little bit. So there's oats. What else are we making? What else we need? We need soya. How do you do soya? Yeah, we can grow the soya in a field just like anything else. So why don't we just have a nice field of soya out here, and we'll grow a lot of soya, and go like that, and like that. And so this one will be irrigated field for soya, a full hectare of soya. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, and we'll need an order for it. Trade order. SOY. All right, we're already buying it, so now let's just say if it gets over 30,000, we'll sell it off just in case. Okay. Otherwise, we'll just keep using it for this, and we won't be buying it anymore. So our profit will actually go up. So there, we spent a bunch of money putting in some expensive fields, but now I feel like we're still low. We could put in a couple more machine operators here, or we could. Let's do bees. We keep saying we're going to do bees. Let's just put 2 beekeepers right here. Right here. We built a little beekeeper house. We'll put them right across the street here. Actually, I'd rather use. Yeah, right here. We'll put 1. And we'll put 2 like this. And we'll recruit beekeeping. There's 1 available right now. And we'll go ahead and bump him up. Okay, so now we'll assign our new guy. And then for the beekeeping, we have to build hives. So we're going to buy hives. We're going to max it out. It'll take 10. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we could, by the way, stretch those out. We could go out. We could put one of those hives out a little ways to take in one of these fields. Maybe if we had buckwheat or that other grain, whatever it is, growing, we could move these hives. They don't have to be right next to this thing, but I think putting them right there makes a lot of sense. Let's wait one more day, and there we go. Let's see if we can hire another beekeeper. This guy's nice and cheap. Okay, you can come work for us, and we will bump him up. And we'll assign him to this. And then here we're going to, again, get our hives. And put the 10 in. So there, now we've optimized this. We've got machine people, mill workers, and beekeepers living in that house. And our beekeepers can drop their goods off here, which is not too far away, and that should all be good. So now we're in the bee business. And I'll tell you what, why don't we feel like we're making pretty good use of our space. We could do some more farming right up here if we wanted to, or raise some more animals, sheep or anything. I mean, again, we could do anything, but I think it is time to kind of let this go. So why don't we do this? We're going to do the fast forward through the winter. There's only 24 days left, but we're going to come out $700,000 to the good when it calculates what it's costing us to buy our food and pay our wages and maintain everything, and how much money we're making on our animal products and our factories. And notice the animal products makes more money than the factories. It seems strange, but it's true. All right, so now it's spring. Now we're going to see some new things happening. Okay, so right here we see a problem. No machine, a lily plow. It's probably because the plow is already headed out somewhere else, like right here maybe. Yes, it is. Now, do we want another lily plow for all this? What a really good question that is. Yeah, I think so. I think we'll buy one more. I haven't worked out optimizing on any of this stuff yet, but we will eventually. Let's put a plow in there. Now we've got another plow. Now remember, these fields, this one here and these two have already been plowed. Okay, now what do they need? They need tractor and a seed drill. Okay. Now I suspect that this guy here, yeah, that's our one seed drill. We could get another seed drill, but we're kind of out of tractors too, aren't we? 1, 2, 3. How many tractors do we have? Look at our equipment. 1, 2, 3. We have 3. Shoot. Buy another tractor. And I think I'm going to double up on the seed drills too. This may be overkill, but let's make sure we can get all this stuff planted. To finish off our scenario, we need to get these 3 planted for sure. So that one's being planted, and this looks like he's going to go do this one. Beautiful. Okay, good. All right, I'm going to let this run, and I'll come back. Well, basically, we're just going to keep following, looking at this to see, do we need anything? Oh, I think a precision seeder. That may be something we actually need. I don't think we have a precision seeder. Said I was going to go away, and here I am still talking. Okay, we need a precision seeder. So we'll buy one of those. And I don't think we have any place to put it. We don't. I mean, I'm going to put it in here for now, but we don't want to use that. That's out of range of our stuff. So we're going to buy another one of these. We'll put it right there in a handy spot. It says it doesn't get power now. There it works. And now we're going to take this guy here and we're going to repark him over here. All right, this one's getting a little bit long, so let's cut it off right here, and we'll continue with our cultivation here and do some more stuff. We'll grow out some more stuff in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Farm Manager 2021 video. Thank you.